So today we're going to do a stovetop applesauce, and we're going to do it on the stovetop. So it's going to be 2 servings. We're going to use the Aspen Mulling Spices, apple juice, and a Gala apple. You want to use a sweet, soft apple, not a green apple. You can use a Fuji apple, you can use a Honeycrisp, you can use a Pink Lady. And we're going to do it on the stovetop. So we're going to just slice them. You can peel the apple, or you can leave the skin on if you like the nutrients. I'm going to peel them so it's a softer sauce. We're going to slice them up, cook them on the stovetop, and then add in the Aspen Mulling Spices, and it's going to be an easy, delicious applesauce. And this makes 2 servings. We're using 4 apples, and that's going to be about 2 servings. And usually it's about 2 teaspoons per serving for the Aspen Mulling Spices. So we'll get started now. All right, so we've got these apples washed, and we're going to go ahead and skin them. The way I like to do that is just cut them, and then you can cut them again, and then just kind of grab and skin. So we're going to do that for all 4 apples. All right, so we've got these all peeled, and we're going to go ahead and slice them. And you want to make them as small as possible, not as small as possible, but pretty small, because it's stovetop applesauce, and you want to be able to cook it pretty quick, like 10-15 minutes. All right, so we're going to slice them sideways and then kind of dice them. So we're slicing this way, just kind of like this, and then this way, and that way they'll cook up pretty quick in the apple juice. It should just be about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So we've got the apples diced up, and we're going to go ahead and use just kind of a medium-sized pot. Put it on medium heat. Then we're going to use our apple juice, as we mentioned before, to be the sweetener. And we're going to do 3/4 cup for these, for the 4 apples. So we'll use a 1/4 cup. So 1/2 cup and 1/4 cup, it'll be 3/4 cup of apple juice. And then we'll go ahead and just put the apples right in. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll cook it all together again for about 10 to 15 minutes. So we've got those in there, and we're just going to kind of give them a little bit of a stir. Let that apple juice kind of coat that apples. And then we're not going to cover it. We're just going to let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes, and you can stir occasionally. Alright, so we're going to turn the heat off, and you should use a potato masher, but if you don't have one, which is our case, then you can use a fork. So we've turned the heat off. You can take it off the heat. Just want to mash them up with the fork. Okay, so we've got these smashed down with the fork, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with 4 teaspoons of the Aspen Mulling Spices, and we're just going to mix it right in there. All right. And this smells delicious right now. If you could smell this, the apples. It's basically a smell of Christmas. All right, that's delicious. But what we're going to do, we did 4 teaspoons. We're going to go ahead and do 6 teaspoons. And again, we had 4 apples initially with 3/4 cup of apple juice. So we're going to go ahead and just mix this in. And that is your delicious homemade applesauce. We'll go ahead and plate this up. And there you go, the homemade applesauce.